We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Download the Intuit Credit Karma app and start achieving your money goals today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Do you fantasize about who you'd be if you lived somewhere different? Maybe you'd surf if you lived by the ocean, or if you lived above a coffee shop, maybe you'd finally write that novel. If you had a dishwasher, maybe you'd actually cook a proper dinner at home. With over 1 million available units for rent on apartments.com, the you abilities are endless. And with instant alerts, you'll never miss out on seeing what could be your new perfect place. Visit apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Everybody, and welcome to When Reality Hits with Jackson Brittany. We have our first guest on today. Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Welcome, Kristen Doute.
Yes, we have Kristen Doute here, OG Vanderpump Rules, host of her podcast, Sex, Love, and What Else Matters. And she has a new show coming out called The GOAT. All so exciting. And, of course, one of my very best friends. Love you.
Love you. Thanks for having me on. This is so exciting. I'm so proud of you guys.
Our first guest. We're very excited. We got to dive deep. We obviously watched the finale. We're going to get right into it because there's just so much to talk about.
Much.
I mean, we all have our sunglasses on because we all watched the finale last night together, and Ariana on Watch What Happens Live, where she looked absolutely amazing. So we're all hungover right now.
And not only that, the way she answered every question was just on point.
She
answered it and delivered it was
so
amazing.
Articulate. She did exactly the way Andy likes it to be done.
One word answers, man. She was just in and out. She wasn't like tearing off and going on tangents. It was amazing. She really crushed it. I mean, it was all class.
You could see.
And she really didn't she could have went and put down Tom even more, and she didn't. She was all class the way she handled it.
When you could see it in Andy, he gave her a hug, then he gave her another hug when she left, and he was just he was excited.
Well, let's be honest.
Andy doesn't always get excited.
It's going to be the highest rated Watch What Happens Live. Of course he's excited. It's ratings.
So it's going to beat mine?
It's course.
Yeah, I mean, she just did amazing. And I just loved on the episode how she just told Tom off. She just ran him through the mud, and I loved it.
He could not even respond. I mean, he really couldn't respond, and there was nothing to say. There was really nothing to say. I just would not want to be him, especially not now. I mean, each week it gets worse for him. Every time I think, I'm like, I can't get any worse than this. And then the next week comes out, you're like, oh my God, it gets worse.
My sister just texted me on my way here and showed me something about one of his stupid shows coming up that it sold out. And I was like, are you kidding me? But the only thing I can think...
Who are the people going to
it's
this?
Free.
But I'm thinking, here are my two thoughts. It's either A, people coming to boo him, right? Or B, it's people coming to I don't know why they would want to give him his money, but to basically sell out the show and then not show up.
Well, that would be awesome. I think people are just trying to be nosy.
I think I was told that the concerts are free.
Really?
That now they're giving free because they can't sell tickets.
So it's always going to be sold out?
I mean, it's like buy one, get one free, or
it'll always be sold out because they're free.
I gotta
save
ask
you guys some time. It's not good.
I got to ask you this real quick. My first thing in my head this morning, and I was like, what am I going to ask Kristen? I'm like, what is the thing that shocked you the most that you didn't know? Watching the episode, was there something there that was like,
yes.
Because you obviously dated him, as people know. Was there anything that shocked you or was like...
I did not know that they had sex in Raquel's car that night, that one night stand, and that Ariana had to let him in through the Ring app or the doorbell.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
I did not know
right
that.
After.
That boiled my blood.
Me too.
And wasn't it after Charlotte died or something?
Yes.
Oh.
And he got mad at her.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't answering the door or something, or she wasn't answering her phone.
Yeah. And also just, I don't know why this surprises me, all the gaslighting, but it's when he said to Schwartz, specifically, Tom said, well, it's we were living separate lives, and Raquel and I went to Life is Beautiful. Why didn't Ariana follow me there?
Yeah. Oh, I could not believe he said that.
Why didn't she follow you to a concert in Vegas to make sure you weren't cheating on her, you psychopath?
Yeah. Golly. She didn't even know it was happening. So what does he mean? Did he act like that with you when you were dating?
No, because I did stalk him. I stalked his every move, and I deleted his iPad when he broke up with me. And
I so
is this
forget
the same,
that
is this
you are
the same
a little
format
detective.
that happened to
you with Ariana that now Ariana has Raquel. Is this the same process, like exactly?
Yes,
how it's happening right now?
Yeah, it feels that way. Except, obviously, as you guys know, I'm not going to act like I was perfect in that relationship, but like Tom and I cheated on each other.
Yeah.
Let's make that very clear. You and I have cheated. Okay, we don't really have a leg to stand on here.
No.
But this is a podcast, and people are asking our opinions, so we're giving it. I just want to make that clear.
Yes, and I've said that on my own podcast. Like, I'm not sitting here throwing stones, acting like, I don't have a mess in the past. But the difference is, you and I, Jax, have evolved. We have changed. You're a married man with a child. Like, I have a boyfriend. I don't cheat on people. I've grown up.
Yes, right. Exactly.
We both also had to, kind of eat shit for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
And prove ourselves. Mm-hmm. And all he's doing is repeating something that he did 10 years ago. He's not going to change at this point.
I think it's been going on a lot longer. I don't think, I know. And as you know, I am very, very rarely ever wrong on this show.
That's why he says he's the voice of reason.
I am the voice of reason. But I think, little bits and pieces are coming out now. He finally admitted to the Miami situation.
Yes, I was about to say that actually surprised me that he admitted it.
But here's another problem I have with that. Then, and this is nothing against Ariana, but she says, "Well, we weren't exclusive." Well, then why did you have to lie about it?
Right.
That's the problem I have. Then, if you weren't exclusive, that's fine. But why did you have to lie? Maybe that was just
her already feeling stupid enough and maybe trying to save face.
But don't you feel like a little bit of a high five there? That like finally you admitted to that. Like, it's not like we were crazy. I felt like we were crazy. We were taking crazy pills a lot of the season. Like this was happening and nobody was believing us.
I felt like I was taking crazy pills the whole time we dated him.
That was actually a question from Yas Ramos. Is she relieved now that everyone knows Miami Girl was real?
I mean, that's like a little bit of redemption, unfortunately, at Ariana's expense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, are people really going to pat me and Jax on the back?
No.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't want to be patted on the back.
I do. I want them to be like, you know what? You were telling the truth.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Just acknowledge.
Yes, acknowledge it. You're right. That's all I need.
You guys know that I love to cook, but I'm not going to lie. One of the questions that used to really stress me out at home was, what's for dinner? Me and you argue about that so much.
That's probably one of the biggest arguments, if not the biggest, that we have.
But I think those days are now behind me thanks to Hungry Root. Hungry Root is a super easy way to get fresh, high-quality food delivered right to your door. They've got healthy groceries and simple recipes all in one place. So you take this really short, fun quiz when you first start with Hungry Root. It asks you if you eat meat or vegan or veggie, if you have any allergies, how much time you want to spend cooking, and even your favorite kitchen appliances. It also asks you stuff like how many dinners do you want to make, how many lunches, how many snacks do you want for the week, which is also good whenever you have a toddler running around because he wants to snack 24/7 these days. The whole quiz took me less than 2 minutes, but after I was done, it showed me the recipes I would be making and the ingredients that were being shipped and all the extra snacks and stuff that I would be getting. It's really cool. One thing I'll be making next week is garlicky chicken sausage pizza. I cannot wait. So Hungry Root recommends groceries based on your taste. You can take their suggestions or you can choose anything you want. They've got fresh produce, high quality meats and seafood, pantry staples, healthy snacks, and so much more. And the best part is everything that Hungry Root offers follows a simple standard. It's got to taste good, be quick to make, and contain whole trusted ingredients. And I absolutely love that. Right now, Hungry Root is offering When Reality Hits listeners 30% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. That is amazing.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Free veggies for life?
We're offering you guys 30% off and free veggies for life. That is amazing. You're welcome, guys. Just go to hungryroot.com/reality to get 30% off your first delivery and get your free veggies. That's hungryroot.com/reality. Don't forget to use our link so they know that we sent you.
This episode of When Reality Hits is brought to you by AG1 by Athletic Greens. So my package is supposed to be here now. Hopefully it's there when I get home. Yeah. My friends have been raving about this stuff. The summer's coming up. We want to get our beach bods.
I've seen on Instagram and stuff. I follow Shawn Johnson, and I know that she takes this stuff all the time. And if a gold medalist is on it, then I think it's going to be great for us.
Gives you great hair, great skin, great nails, boosts your energy. I mean, there's so many benefits. It helps your mood.
Great hair and nails.
And you see this right here? Better mood support.
Oh, Jax, yes. this. You're taking this every day.
I'm going to inject this in my veins. So AG1 was designed with ease in mind so you can live healthier and better without having to do a lot. Well, I like that. Why take a bunch of different things when you can just mix 1 scoop of powder in water once a day? I've heard it tastes really good. I've always had problems with things that not tasting great.
Yeah.
It's always gritty.
Yeah.
But that was the first question I asked my friends. I'm like, how does it taste? And they're like, this is absolutely delicious. So if it tastes good, I'm in. So if you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So go to athleticgreens.com/realityhits. That's athleticgreens.com/realityhits and check it out.
Find yourself looking for a new job or change in career? Monster.com is here to help. We are not only here to bring you job postings, but also AI interview prep and salary tools, expert career advice, and top-notch resume services. We've got everything you need to land your perfect job fit. Discover the magic of finding the ideal job with Monster.com. Your future starts now. Visit Monster.com today. Your next job opportunity is just a click away.
Wait, real quick, people want to know, how did you get a hold of the Miami girl? How did you...
Yeah, how did all that happen?
Okay. So you remember when that article came out, it was like in some magazine, right? There was an article in a magazine because she gave the story to some magazine. It was like a tabloid.
I wasn't around yet, so I really don't know.
I'm pretty sure I still have that magazine. I definitely have photos of it. So then I got her name. I started looking her up on Instagram, and I saw that it said follow back. And I was like, oh, she's already following me. So then I messaged her. And I'm sure I could find that too, but I sent her a really, really long message like, this is what I've heard. I read that article. I've heard all these things.
Oh my gosh, I wish I would have told you to get that message.
I can try to find
You're going to have to read it out sometime.
Yeah, for sure. I basically just sent her like a giant novel being like, I need to know if this is true. Like, is it true? And she started writing me back, blah, blah, blah. And then you guys, because we're not on Vanderpump Rules, I don't care. I'm going to be honest. Number one, no, I did not fly her out here. I could barely fly myself anywhere at that point. Like, we were broke.
Yeah.
But then when, she said she lived in New York, she wanted to come out and plead her case and, confront him because she was sick of it. I told one of our producers, and our talent producer contacted her, and that was the last I spoke to her until I found out she was coming in town.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. I knew vaguely of I can't remember. I couldn't remember. I just remember her walking in, and I think you remember. I think you telling me you're going to be shocked when you're about to see her, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, I thought that's all I had to do, and they've had me go to Cantor's, this deli in West Hollywood, to go meet her for lunch prior to that, and they wanted her to tell me the whole story, and I'm sitting here thinking I'm still in love with him, and I want him to break up with Ariana.
Oh, so you were wanting him back after all that?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to ruin them because I was hurt. You were
pissed off.
And then production was like, well, we really need to hear the whole story again. I'm like, please don't make me sit through this. So I drank an entire bottle of wine at lunch and then went to Sir.
That is crazy. Yeah. I mean, the
and producers then it blew up in my face.
Yeah, but the producers know how to put that stuff together. Good TV.
They are very good at what they do.
That's
for
so
sure.
True.
That's for sure.
Okay,
interesting. So I'm glad we cleared that up because I think people wanted to know how did that situation happen. So I'm glad you cleared that up.
Yeah, I messaged her on Instagram. I sought her out, but she was already following me, and she had no problem singing like a bird.
I wonder if she saw the show now that she finally.
Well, because people keep talking about it again, so I bet she's noticed
that. It's just because now all the lies are all like, oh my gosh, they're all actually true.
Her name's Anne Marie.
Oh, okay.
We met her in a pool, and she came back up to our room. I know verbatim exactly what happened. I was in the room next to her.
That's crazy. I just hate Tom so much for all that he's done.
Yep.
Okay, speaking of the finale last night, because like I said, we record on Thursday, so last night we all got together and watched the finale. Kristen made a comeback.
Congratulations.
She made a comeback and got to film with Ariana during all this craziness. Some people were wondering if, this is from Caroline PN, did anything happen during filming with Ariana that wasn't shown?
Yes. So, I mean, you saw 3 minutes of a 2-hour conversation.
Yeah.
But the one thing I was surprised, maybe they just didn't find it as important and they wanted to keep my scene with her lighter. But she told me, and I said this either on my podcast or Watch What Happens, but Ariana showed me a text that was from Girl Joe that night, that Wednesday night when everything went down, when Ariana found the phone and all that, right?
Real quick, Crazy Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
And it text that Joe sent her. Well, actually, Joe calls her and is like, I didn't know anything, blah, 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 whatever. Then Joe sends a text out, a group chat to Raquel, Tom Sandoval, and Ariana.
What? All together?
And it's this big, yes. And it's this big, long text being like, this is so hard because I love all of you equally. And
with so Ariana annoying. In a group chat with the two of them. Who would do that?
And I was so surprised that they didn't bring that up. But I guess Joe's not really a part of the story.
No, she wants to be. She's thirsty as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Totally.
Yeah, that's actually a question from Ashley C. Kristen, what was the text Joe sent Ariana since they didn't air it? So that makes sense because you must have mentioned it on Watch What Happens Live, and they're like, what does it say?
Yeah, and it was really long, but it was just her being like, essentially what I just said. Just saying I love you all equally, and this is so hard, and I don't know what to do now because you're all my friends, and
you're not anybody's friend. You haven't been around forever and ever. I saw you. I met you 2 times at your house.
But also, if you were really good friends with them, you would have the tact, and the wherewithal to not be sending this group chat, you moron.
Yeah, wow.
And you're not sorry. You went on a ski trip with Tom and Raquel. You're not sorry for nothing.
Exactly.
You're sorry that you just not in the group anymore.
Yeah.
Or even part of it ever. Actually.
Well, that whole situation's just very odd.
That was a weird thing. The whole ski trip. They went on a ski trip, right?
Yeah,
and that's
Wait, can I tell you why I know that? I accidentally got an email from someone in production asking me to. It was like signing off on pictures from Big Bear, and it says Joe, Tom, and Raquel, and I'm like, what? And then I get another email like, whoops, sorry, wrong, didn't mean to send that to you. And I was like,
we got the tea.
And I'm just trying to say, but Ariana didn't know about the ski trip?
I have no idea.
And they weren't afraid of getting caught at the ski trip? Like someone just saying, why are they not together?
They must have just been acting like they were friends or something.
And Schwartz, who, like I said, I love Schwartz and I feel bad, but why was he taking part in this and not being like, dude, this is not okay?
Well, that's why I was so confused during the fall because, Brittany, you remember you were getting ready to go to an event one night and I came over to watch Cruise.
Yeah.
And then you and Raquel were going to go, but then Girl Joe was maybe going to come and then Tom Sandoval was
I've talked about that event a lot. Like, she switched. Raquel switched where I was going to go pick her up, and I think it ended up being Tom Schwartz's house or something. But then whenever I got there to the Uber, Raquel and Tom Sandoval get in the car, and I didn't even know that Tom Sandoval was coming. It was such an awkward thing.
It was just like the four of them were hanging out a lot, and I thought. Before we found out about the whole Raquel thing, I really thought that Joe and Tom were hanging out. Nobody else really wanted to hang out with them, and they were trying to Schwartz was trying to keep it under wraps. Yeah. So therefore, he always just had Raquel and Sandoval.
Yeah, that so makes sense.
But in hindsight, it was like they were double dating.
Yeah, double dating, and also nobody just noticed it because Sandoval will randomly have certain friends that he's with all the time. You know what I mean?
87 friend groups.
Yeah, and he'll stick with one person for a long time. He kind of does that
because he needs validation from everybody.
Also, did you find it weird that he cried to everybody else but Ariana?
I know.
He cried to the whole acting Emmy Award scene with Lisa crying on her wall and coming to Schwartz and giving him, hugging him. What the?
I feel like
crying on
the
Tom.
real tears really were with Schwartz.
Yeah, because he was sad about the business. That's what they kept talking about. That was so disrespectful.
Schwartz being upset with him. Because if he doesn't have Schwartz, he's screwed.
Yeah,
they're both need each other. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
that is such a crazy thing. So I cook a lot almost every night. We don't do takeout or delivery much at our house, but we've been super busy lately. So I've been ordering Factor for Jackson Cruise when I know I'm not going to be home to cook because it's so easy and, it's not like you can cook things for Cruise.
And they're absolutely delicious. Not taking away from your cooking. Those meals are awesome.
Yes, they are. Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, and I love it because it's delivered right to the house, and all Jax has to do is heat it up and eat. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. Takes 2 minutes to heat them up. They have over 34 chef-prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options, and over 45 add-ons like pressed juices, smoothies, snacks, and even breakfast items. Their strawberry banana smoothies are a favorite at our house. Cruz even loves those.
Yeah, he does.
Factor has Calorie Smart meals, Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving, and they have keto and vegan veggie healthy options too. I just ordered our box for next week, and Jax, I think you're going to love what I picked.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Got the roasted garlic filet mignon with shrimp.
Oh my God.
Yes. And the shredded chicken bowl. They look so good. I also added the blueberry pancakes. I think Cruz is going to love those. And I ordered extra smoothies. So cut back on the takeout and delivery and save some money while eating cleaner in the process with Factor. Love it.
Wait, those are coming to the house this week?
Yeah.
Oh my God, filet mignon and shrimp?
Yeah, you're going to love it. No chopping, prepping, or even cleanup needed. Just heat and enjoy. So head to factormeals.com/realityhits50 and use code realityhits50 to get 50% off your first box. That's such a good deal. That's code realityhits50 at factormeals.com/realityhits50 to get 50% off your first box. Today's episode is sponsored by Care of, the subscription service that ships high-quality personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your door every month. It's very important. Care of is here to help take the guesswork out of what supplements are best suited for you. And right now, for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter the code RealityHits50. I've been using Care of for a long time. I was using it whenever I was trying to get pregnant. I was using it throughout my pregnancy. You take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals for a personalized doctor-backed recommendation. The quiz can be retaken at any time to switch up your packs as your lifestyles and needs change.
Can we just talk about these deals you're getting with us? 50% off? Like,
Yes.
These are some incredible deals.
Care of's app helps you build a holistic routine and track your progress over time. Plus, you can earn rewards for sticking with your healthy habits. With summer travel plans approaching, Care of makes taking your vitamins on the go so convenient with daily packs shipped right to your door. They're kind of cute. Like, they come in like individual packs and it has your name on it. It's like customized to you, and I love that. Care of's daily vitamin packs are made with plant-based composable film to help limit the impact on the environment without compromising on the quality and safety of their products. That's amazing. Again, for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code RealityHits50. Farrah Ray wants to know, Kristen, were you nervous to film again? How much notice did you have prior to filming?
Yeah, I was terrified. I cried a lot. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea. I mean, being honest, I really wanted to get paid, and I did, but not really.
You did, but not enough.
Just like because of being let go years ago, it was just a lot of memories flooding back, and just I just felt really weird about it. But
I understand.
As far as how much notice I had, so that Ariana found the phone on a Wednesday. I filmed the following Tuesday, and it was the Sunday before. So 2 days beforehand is when I finally told production, because I spoke to her, that I agreed to do it, and they didn't confirm until the day before.
So, wow, yeah, so last minute.
So like Monday, they were like, here's your call time. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, which a lot of people don't realize what it is to like go, how much work goes into reality shows, because like we don't normally get our call times until like the day before. Right. So you can't really plan whenever you're in the middle of filming. Or sometimes the day of. Yeah, you can't really plan.
If a scene pops up, they're like, oh, just kidding, Brittany, you're going to shoot 3 scenes today.
Yeah, it happens all the time. This is an interesting question. This kind of goes to all of us, from Camilla Ariana. Do the three of you think, if you were still on Vanderpump Rules, that the scandal would have broken sooner?
Yes.
I think 100%, Jax. You too. I don't think I would have noticed because I'm very, but detective and nosy over here.
I think between Jax and I, we would have figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, you know me, I just was frustrated with I took a beating on that show for many, many, many years. Well deserved. Of course, I deserved it all. But I feel like those guys could just kind of get away with anything, because no matter what I did, it always trumped their whatever they did. So I think not being on the show, now all the true colors are coming out. And I think they can't get away with anything anymore, because, and I hate to say this sounds a little bit, conceited, but, I feel like that
You're the number one guy in the group.
I'm the number one guy in the group. No, I just feel like no matter what I did, it just took precedent over what everybody else did.
Right.
Well,
I feel like our friend Janet has this analogy about breaking the skis. Her friend was cheated on by a boyfriend, and then the friend finally had enough. He had a brand new pair of skis. She broke the skis. Well, I guess what everyone talked about, the bitch that broke the skis.
Yeah.
She's crazy, not the cheating, right?
Yeah.
So Jax, I think with you, it was like all these little things were going on, but if yours happened after the fact or it was a little bit bigger, that stuff didn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
And I feel the same way
all
about
this
me.
stuff was
Yeah.
going on. Meanwhile, all this stuff was happening. It just was not even being looked at. And it was just kind of like,
Well,
it
and
was
the
tough.
thing is, too, the boys cover for each other.
They do.
The
Yeah.
girls didn't because the girls weren't constantly doing things.
That's one
Like,
thing I
You know what I'm
saw.
saying?
Yeah.
Like one girl was like maybe messing up, but it wasn't like all the girls had all this like infidelity.
Yes, it was always
So
the
we
guys.
weren't covering for each other. You guys had to cover for each other because everyone was messing up at that time.
Even like I hate to bring up like the stuff that me and Jax went through. I won't.
Yeah.
I can't even like say the words
Yes.
most of the time. But they did a little flashback of me like the night that I found out about Jax, and even Tom was like saying like that he would have covered for him even to me.
Yeah.
you know, and
Oh,
that was
that's right.
interesting
At
because I can
at the masquerade
at the
ball
masquerade thing, and it was on the show last night.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot about
So
that
did I.
until it got brought back up. I completely forgot that even happened.
You know, I feel guys are different when it comes to that, and I'm between a rock and a hard place with Schwartz because obviously we know what he should have done, but you got to understand the position he's in financially. He's invested into a company with this guy, so he's like, if he goes and he tells on this person, he knows that what could happen.
Yeah, like Kristen,
No,
if
it's a
I
really
did
hard
something,
position.
You know, and
if I
Schwartz
did
is not.
something,
Schwartz
would you
will
be
not.
telling
He's not a
Jax?
narc.
You know what I
He's
mean?
not a
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm your vault.
Yeah, so like it would be like they'd be like as close as we are, and then
Yeah.
you had to be like, oh, do I tell Jax or not? You know, and
Yeah.
I just don't see that happen. You
I
know,
wouldn't,
yeah. So it's like he really is in a hard spot, and that sucks that Sandoval did
Tom
that
put
to
him in
him.
that
Yeah,
position.
exactly. That's exactly what I think. Amanda Christine Rose wants to know if you think Sandoval is a narcissist.
Yes.
amongst many other things.
Yeah, I think he's very self-absorbed, and it's all about whatever Tom's thing is more important. Tom is more important than anything else, and I don't mean that in like a self-love way. I mean like on a very like surface level type of way. Like his band is more important, his bar, his this, his eyeliner, his whatever.
Right. And Schwartz makes that very clear in one episode. You know, very rarely does Schwartz ever get mad. And he finally got mad and it was like, listen, we have a business in a bar and you're off in your garage band doing this and you're not paying any attention. Like the other night I was over at Schwartz and Sandy's. I go, where's Sandoval? Oh, he's doing a gig for his band and whatever. And I'm like, why isn't he at this business helping you with something where this is actual money coming in, not free tickets that you're giving away. This is an actual business that you have money invested. You have your mom's retirement in this.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking? Why aren't you helping your friend? Like, where's your...
Because he needs
and
the
Ariana said it
attention
best.
and the validation.
Ariana said it best. I don't think, and I 100% agree with this, that he knows what the word love means. He doesn't. He doesn't know. I think he loves himself.
Right.
I think that's
He
about
thinks
it.
very highly of
He thinks
himself.
very, very highly of himself. And no matter what you do with Tom, if you ever have a conversation, he never wants to know what you're doing. He just kind of always goes back to what he's doing.
Yes.
So he's never like, hey, man, tell me about yourself. Or, hey, what's going on
He'll
with you?
find a way. He'll ask you, and then he'll find a way to like infiltrate whatever he's doing.
Right,
Like,
right.
Even if it's back to like high school wrestling days, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you know, like I used to play trumpet," and then all of a sudden he's talking about his trumpet, and you were talking about your new merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to
He
our new
figures out a
merch.
way. Yeah, the merch is really cool. I'm really happy with it, actually.
Kristen's got the blocked by Jax on the way.
Yeah.
If anybody deserves it, if anybody deserves it, Kristen does for sure.
That's actually a question from Brittany Lauren. Why does Jax always unfollow Kristen?
doesn't
Because,
unfollow
well,
me. He
I think
blocks
because
me.
we got the kind of like a brother-sister
You gotta stop
relationship, and
come up
I
with
say
something
that.
new.
I
I'm
say that.
challenging you right now to come up with another reason.
I know, and everyone's like, "Why do you say that?" Because of the past. I'm like, well, I mean,
Do you
what
block
else do
your
you call
sister?
it?
You're going to unfollow her.
I would block my sister if we
unfollow.
got. No, because my sister's not on social media.
You're
But
going
if
to
she was, I
unblock
would.
her as soon as we get done
She
with
did.
this
I think she
podcast.
took my phone last night.
I
and
took
did
his
it.
phone
Oh,
last
you
night
did?
and did it. yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, good. Don't block her again.
Not saying it wouldn't happen again, but that's our
I'm
way.
gonna have Brittany change her password.
That's what you do in today's world. When you're mad at somebody, you unfollow
Jax
them.
is so petty.
I am.
He is so petty. He'll do that. Like he'll get angry about something and go on there and like just block out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You do it to the most random people too. That's why the blocked by Jax.
Oh, his
shirt.
blocked list when I was looking at it last night, it's so long. I was like, where's my name on here? I'm just scrolling.
I honestly think I have more people that I've blocked than following me.
Oh, that's so funny. Like they'll be like, why is the color green instead of blue? And Jax will get pissed off and block them. Like it can be something so simple.
Oh my God, I'll block anybody for anything. I really do.
This is an interesting question from Perry JC to Kristen. Was the slap from Stassi staged?
No. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. That's the worst.
That was a horrible night.
That was before my time, so y'all can talk about whatever you want. I don't care.
Let's just not ever talk about that night ever.
That was a scary filming day, for sure.
Oh, my goodness. So every time we come to the studio, I bring me some hint water because it is so delicious. Right now, I'm drinking the peach raspberry, and it is so good. I swear. I was just talking to Jax about how it has like the best aftertaste ever.
I'm going to try it right now.
I've been drinking them at home. They're so delicious.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah. Which one are you drinking? Peach raspberry?
This is peach raspberry.
Yeah.
It's delicious, and it's not like too strong.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a good aftertaste. I like it.
And it's 0 calories, 0 sweeteners, so it doesn't have all that bad junk in it. This is a much healthier way if you're trying to drink more water or less soda. Hint is here to help.
Check this out because, like I said, if you like water and you don't drink enough, this is a good substitute because I don't drink enough water.
And you actually like the flavor, and you're really picky with stuff like that.
I'm super picky because I don't like just the taste of plain water.
Yeah. Hint is on a mission to help people drink more water by making it taste great. Hint infuses pure water with fruit essences to create surprisingly accurate fruit flavors without any sugar, diet sweeteners, or calories. They offer more than 25 flavors, including classics like watermelon, blackberry, and pineapple, as well as delicious mashups like blueberry lemon and peach raspberry, which is the one I'm drinking right now. It's so good. We have the coconut one at home too. That one's really good as well. Hint is great for everyone in the family: kids, teens, men, women, healthy people, people trying to get healthy, new moms, pregnant women, women trying to get pregnant. In short, humans. Everyone can drink this drink. Even crews can drink it, and I love that.
You can find Hint Water at retail stores like Walmart, Target, and Kroger, or have it delivered direct to your door from hintwater.com. New customers can get Hint for just $1 a bottle with free shipping when they order 3 cases. That's a great deal. That's 36 bottles for $36 and free shipping. Just use the code RealityHits at checkout.
Don't forget
36
that code,
bottles
Reality Hits.
for $36. That's $1 a bottle,
Yes,
obviously.
that's awesome.
That's a great deal.
And you guys will love this water. It's delicious.
You can't get that price anywhere
Yeah.
else. Check it out. Use that code RealityHits and enjoy.
Okay, do we think, this is from Heyo Megs, do you think Tom was fake crying in the finale?
So I think with Schwartz, it was real. With the Lisa thing, like Jackson, the three of us kind of talked about this last night.
Yeah.
But like the Lisa thing, it's so hard to tell because like I even said on my podcast, like I could, if I had to right now, just break down.
Because you guys had
of
acting, yeah.
But it's like, it was kind of believable, but then it's like his face wasn't wet.
His face wasn't wet.
I got to agree with Kristen. I lived with Tom for many, many years. I would stay up, unfortunately, and listen to him rehearse his terrible lines all night long. And he could definitely cry on cue. He can. Is it believable? Whatever everyone thinks. But he can cry on cue. So I personally don't believe it. I think it's all an act. I personally think he's loving what's going on right now. I think he's loving it. I think he's loving the attention. I think he thinks, you know what? I'm going to run with this scene because that was definitely, those scenes were all added towards the end. So I think he thought, you know what? I'm going to bring it. I'm going to give full meltdowns. I'm going to win an Emmy. I'm going to have people just buying this because I'm already this deep in. Might as well sell it.
I think though too is I think when he and Raquel, at least I don't know what's going on with them as of like today, but like we know at the reunion, like they were together. You see in certain clips like they're in this trailer together, talking and whatnot. And I truly think that Sandoval told Raquel something along the lines of like, you know what, everybody's messed up on the show. Trust me, like, look what Kristen's done. She got away with it. Look what Jax has done.
I agree.
He got away with it. You're going to come out on the other side. We're going to be fine. People are just going to be mad for a little bit.
That.
And him sitting there just convincing her, like, you don't know. I've been on this show the whole time. Right.
Oh,
and I think he was convincing himself of that as well.
Yes, yeah.
See, that's the reason why I think kind of he was getting bored with Ariana. Ariana's a very strong, independent woman, and I think he couldn't control her anymore.
Correct.
And he wasn't getting what he likes to control situations, and Raquel is clearly, obviously, you can manipulate the hell out of that.
But he made all the coffee and put batteries in the junk drawer.
He's like, you know, I get her lattes in the morning. I'm trying to, lattes? Dude,
you made her a coffee and you bought some house goods for your own home.
Yeah.
Wow, let us all applaud you now for being a grown-up.
All she wanted for him to do is sit home and watch a movie.
Yeah.
That's it. Like one night.
Just chill together and have that alone time.
Now,
you know?
Kristen, you know this as well as I do. He cannot stay at home. He has to be drinking every night. He can't just sit home. Like you and I, let's go home and watch a movie. Like,
oh, yeah, I'm going home and just like putting Netflix or something on.
I can sit and binge a show for 2 days on the couch. Like they can't do that. When I say they, I mean Schwartz and Sandoval. They just don't have it in their brain to relax and sit down. They have to be going out. They have to be going to bars. And it's not going to stop.
Yeah,
whether
shaking
it's
hands
Raquel,
and kissing babies and getting fans and signing autographs or whatever the hell, taking photos with fans.
Yeah.
They thrive.
Yes, love it. I think going back to the, like, was he crying thing, if he was actually crying, like, that hard, why was he not, like, more apologetic to Ariana?
I know.
That's the thing. We still haven't seen a legitimate, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're still here today.
She told me, I mean, I was with her last week, or we went to that, like, spa day or whatever last weekend, and she told me, like, he still has never even really said sorry.
Because he says, I'm sorry, but this is why. And then gives all the reasons why he did what he did.
Yeah.
So
there's no
you
apology.
just, and like I said, just own it, man. Just say, you know what? I effed up. I screwed up. I'm sorry.
And
then, period.
And why did everybody else know before Ariana? A bunch of other people knew. Like, why didn't you just tell her? You told everybody around her, but her.
Well, and where Tom Schwartz said something about you had a plan. I forget exactly how he worded it.
You had a plan.
Yeah, you had a plan. Like,
so the thing, what I know about that was that Schwartz were like, you have to tell her.
Yeah.
You cannot humiliate her like this any longer. You need to stop. Talk to her in private.
I'm glad
it's
did
still
that.
going to like come out, regardless. And it was just like more time went by, and they're not going to be the ones to tell her.
Yeah, but I'm glad they
It's
were
not their
trying.
place.
I'm glad they were trying.
Yeah,
That's
me
good.
too. I didn't know that. But I'm glad.
But that's what Schwartz meant about the plan. It was like, you said you were going to handle this.
Okay, that makes
for
sense.
months now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I saw clips of the reunion a little bit, and Schwartz is like in the middle like this, so between those two,
Oh my God, so uncomfortable.
No, it's got to be. Oh my gosh, aren't you so glad we didn't have to be there for that?
Oh my God.
I wanted it to just be like a fly on the wall.
Yeah, but how stressful are reunion days? Like, we all know. And they last like 16 hours and everybody's fighting with each other. I mean, I like had severe anxiety on those days because I don't like confrontation. And like, I would like actually speak my mind and everybody would be like, what is Brittany doing? She's actually like going off on somebody over here. And it's because you have so much pressure on those days.
Yeah. We usually go on vacations right after. Usually everybody leaves and goes on vacations. Yeah, that night. Yeah. I mean, it's always like a celebration right after. It's like New Year's Eve because we're done and then the stress is done until the show airs again.
And the funny thing is like even if we would like fight on stage or whatever, we would all go together afterwards and like all be friends. This year I know it was not like that.
No, not at all.
That's going to be interesting to see though, for sure.
The reunions,
This is an interesting question for you, Kristen. Andrea B226. How were you able to forgive Ariana and become such good friends?
It was because I started dating. It was when I started dating Carter, really, and I just like didn't care about Tom anymore. And I don't know. Like I worked on myself. I was in therapy, and I'm like, why am I trying to ruin their relationship? Time has passed.
Yeah.
So I think once they saw. Especially, I'll speak just about Ariana. When Ariana saw that I was no longer like putting my energy into them, and then
like trying to break them up and bring Miami Girl,
right? And they both liked Carter. I remember that, and so we were kind of coming around more. So it took time, but eventually, I think she just saw that she stopped seeing me as like the crazy ex-girlfriend, and then gave me a chance.
That's awesome.
So
we love Ariana here. We are definitely Team Ariana.
She
we
looked
got her
amazing
back
last night.
Yeah,
How good did she look last
I love
night?
that she was calling it like the sexy funeral.
Yeah.
She looked really, really good.
She always looks
to that
good.
part of her life.
Yes, and I'm so happy for her because I just feel like her life is just going to soar and she's just going to be able to have so many good opportunities happen. Mm-hmm. She's got a weight lifted off her shoulders. She doesn't have to worry about his...
No more baggage.
Yeah, she doesn't have to worry about...
dead weight.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like she's got a new guy. That seems really, really cool. And then I got to say, when they say, hey, how come he's not here? I thought that was a classy move for him not to come. So it doesn't look like he's... showboating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was very cool that he wasn't there.
I've only heard amazing things about him.
Same.
From Ariana, from Sheena, from everybody.
I mean,
I've
got
heard
a
he's
strong
so nice.
shoe game. I kind of want to talk about his shoes. I mean, it's like,
That means you've stalked him on Instagram, haven't you?
He does a lot of things. He likes to work out. I like to work out. He likes shoes. I like shoes. He's a good-looking guy. I think I'm a good-looking guy. I mean, I think we have a lot in common.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
How funny it would be if Ariana's new boyfriend and I became friends.
I would love it.
That'd be great.
I would love it. Absolutely love it. I've had so much fun today having you on,
Me
Kristen.
too.
Our first guest, I absolutely loved it.
It was
We
so
broke
fun.
Oh
the
my
cherry.
gosh. Yes.
Popped
popped the cherry. We broke the cherry.
Is there anything that you want to promote?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Brittany, you already mentioned my awesome new podcast.
Yes.
And we're doing Vanderpump recaps. We have Sex, Love, and What Else Matters every Wednesday, wherever you listen to your podcast. We have the Vanderpump recaps on Thursdays when that will end. I think I'm going to swap over to the Bachelor franchise recaps, which is a WeHo Wine is for sale.
Yes.
My book is still for sale. And now that everyone knows that he did make me crazy, give it a chance.
I love that.
Check out the book.
And James May, it's jamesmay.co.
Yeah, and you have the GOAT coming out,
And
a new
the GOAT
show that
comes
you're
out
on.
at the end of the year. And I'm so glad you guys got to meet one of my bosses.
Yes,
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
so cool.
That was the coolest thing ever. Real quick, we got to meet Lee
Eisenberg. Yeah.
Eisenberg. he is the creator of The Jury.
Of Jury Duty.
Jury Duty.
Which
By
we
the way,
love.
I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's one of the most
it's
popular
so
shows. It is so
good.
good. It was so cool meeting him. I think I spent the whole night last night just
Talking about The Office,
talking
too.
about The Office and talking about that. He was telling us all kinds of cool things about The Office that we didn't know, bloopers and things that actors that were coming and going. And I'm just, what a cool guy. Thanks for bringing him.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, so he's like my boss on the GOAT.
That's
but
awesome.
The GOAT was so much fun. I obviously can't talk about it much right now, but the cast obviously is out there, so you guys can kind of see.
Yeah.
And as soon as I have more information about when it airs, I'll let you know. It's going to be on Amazon Freevee.
We can have a watch party at our house.
Definitely.
You can follow Kristen on Instagram at Kristen Doute. You can follow me at Brittany and Jax at Mr. Jax Taylor. We'll ask you questions every single week that we can discuss on the podcast. And it's time for the Troll of the Week.
Troll of the Week.
And it is going to be Randall Emmett.
And it's going to continue to be Randall Emmett until he
you get your
pays
money
me
back.
my $75,000.
Exactly. So
Just
Randall.
pay up because it's not getting pretty, my man. There's a Hulu documentary about you now. I mean, it's,
You just need to get a hold of 50 Cent and have him jump
Yeah.
on Instagram.
50 Cent,
I wish
if
we
you
could
are
have 50
listening,
Cent on the podcast.
if you are listening to this, can you help me out, man? I'm just a family guy. You
We
know?
need you, Fofty.
We need you, Bob.
We need Fofty. But yeah, you all going to want to check out that Hulu documentary on, what is it? The Scandal Randall?
Randall Scandal.
Randall
Is it on Hulu? I don't know what it's on, but it's going to be
Yeah, it's
very
like
interesting.
ABC.
So pay up, man. This will all be over.
The scandal is the word of 2023.
Golly, it really is. But yeah, he's going to be the Troll of the Week until we get it back. All right. Thank you guys so much. Next week, we're going to have Sheena Shea on. So get excited for that.
Good as gold.
Yes. Thanks for listening to another episode of When Reality Hits.
Take care, guys.
Hey y'all, it's Mary Payne. It's a Southern thing. It's two names like Billy Bob. And I want to invite you to listen to Pink Shade, my reality TV recap podcast. Every week I have guest co-hosts and we do the best breakdowns and takedowns of your favorite Bravo, TLC, and WeTV shows, and sometimes documentaries too. You can listen in April for guests like Amrit of Family Karma, actress Deanna Chang, comedians Brandy and Julie, Bravo darling Amy Phillips, and amazing podcast hosts and friends from Reality Gaze, So Bad It's Good, A Date with Dateline, Libra Lounge, and Constant Reality Check. So join me for 3 new episodes of Pink Shade each week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can find out more at pinkshadepodcast.com.